vu. But, like, actually, it's not like deja vu. It's what it really is, which is just...
You're number one on #astrology.
You know what? I'll take the win. We're probably the only one.
We got our fucking
junior
badge. I know.
So this is MARINNA'S. So this is the one that it was originally supposed to be. Today. And
now it still is.
We did an impromptu Drag Me. But, just in case... like we always do, Nina's going to give you the spiel while I fix this.
If you know the spiel and you're watching this not live, if you miss, but if you're live, or if you don't know the spiel, so we are doing a Drag Me. Drag Me's are a service that we provide on our website, partychickastrology.com/shop, of the many other readings that we provide. And it's basically the least educational, most cheeky, yeah, video that you can get from us, or reading that you can get from us, where we will just drag your chart for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And it hasn't shown up on YouTube yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for it to show up on our page, because it always takes a second. So nobody even from this, I think, unless you're ones.
Yeah. We always struggle a little bit with the technology aspect.
Right, and not only technology aspect, but we're real professionals, because right now my laptop is sitting on the most varied items.
Yeah, let's give you a little breakdown of what our tripod consists of. We've got
my laptop tripod.
Yeah, we've got a pillow. I think the correct term is this is actually a lumbar pillow.
Oh.
Then we've got 2 books, The Secret Language of Birthdays and No Acting Please by Eric Morris. Then we've got my laptop case. Then we've got Shaina's laptop. Then we've got 2 cookbooks. I believe they're minimalist baking.
Vegan.
Yeah, and the other cookbook is just called Vegan, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, very original.
That was a gift for someone who's like, what do we get Nina for Christmas?
It's not showing up. I don't understand. It usually shows up by now.
Okay.
I don't know why it's taking so long to see it.
It's because, like, something is literally against Marina.
It is. It really... You know what, girl? Does she have any cancer? What's her chart? Was something be against her?
She's another Libra.
What's her Jupiter? I don't know. It doesn't say that there'd be anything against this girl.
Her Jupiter is right, no?
Maybe. But what's her midheaven? Capricorn? Man, I don't know. It's just a rough time for this girl. I don't know if it is. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying with her reading. I don't understand why it's not showing up.
Yeah. Like, what is going on? Do we have to, like, schedule it first?
No, I've never.
No.
It just normally takes a second for me to see it on YouTube, but nobody's gotten even notification that
it's here.
Okay. Okay,
so what's going on? Hi, Sachin!
I like how everybody's like, we're seeing it, and we're like, we're not even seeing it in video!
It's because, like, we literally game planned for this, right? To make this whole, like, intro that we have shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And the universe is like, no.
It's always going to take this amount of time. Okay, so I'm just editing it right now, so it'll be super quick, and then once we know that MARINNA'S in the chat,
building,
then we can start. Once my change achieved.
Okay, so, hi, how's it going, everyone? How's your solar eclipse today?
Oh, Nina's really cut off. My bad. Oh, not anymore. Oh, that's because it's so behind. Yeah. So if you want to follow along with us, the change is not saved. MARINNA'S information is down below if you want to pull it up and whatnot. We're just gonna wait for us to know that she's in here. What's up, girl?
Where you at?
We've been talking a lot. We filmed the Venus video. We filmed the Drag Me, guys.
Here we are, Drag Me number 2.
Drag Me number 2.
You know, this solar eclipse is happening in our second house. So it's just trying to make us make more money by working harder.
Well, the moon's in my 3rd house right now, actually.
But it's a sword.
Oh, that means sun?
Yeah.
Right.
And the new moon is in... Oh, yeah,
Leo.
but you have double. Leo.
Yeah.
What's happening?
No, the sun's in my 2nd house right now.
Yeah.
But the moon's in my 3rd. Oh, okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Tell us some of your New Year's resolutions.
We're just waiting for Marina. Has she... Let me check our email to make sure.
I mean, I would get it on here.
Oh, right. When did she... 4:45, so it's been more than 10 minutes. You know what? Since we're chilling, people that are in the comments, you had a mental breakdown, but it'll make you a better person. Sounds about right.
If you watch our first drag me that we did today, I go in depth into my mental break. It wasn't even mental, it was physical.
Yeah. Jeez. Also, if anybody has any, I guess, because we're coming kind of close-ish to the end of the Venus series.
Yeah.
So
we have some ideas floating around.
Absolutely.
Lots of people are asking for Mercury, but I'm not. We have a Mercury skit that we have planned.
Oh.
But as far as a Mercury series, I think it's more exciting. You guys think it's more exciting than it's going to be.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, maybe like a mini series is like going through it really fast might be interesting.
I think the skit would be fun and
I think it'd be a way to make it fun. It could also just be like imitating the way people talk anyway, so it might as well be a skit. But if you have an idea for like, not an idea, but more of just like, I think it's good to hear like what you guys want to see, because maybe one of those ideas that we're thinking of, you'll comment and we'll go, okay, now we know people want this.
Yeah.
Pluto, it's a generational planet.
Yeah.
So it's just...
I was thinking, like, what we've been thinking is, like, houses.
Yeah.
North and south node.
Yeah.
I was even thinking, like, Saturn. Saturn feels, like, pretty relevant right now.
Yeah, it does feel really relevant. That's true. Square.
Woot woot.
So, yeah, if any of those ideas seem interesting. Yeah, I've heard some people say a series on the houses.
Yeah.
That seems to be the most popular, and that's kind of popular with Shaina. I kind of like that idea. But we're not set on anything. You know, obviously, this is a joint effort here. Pluto in the houses. If we were to do Pluto, it would be
we'd have to do
it in the houses.
Well, we'd have to do the houses before we could say Pluto in the houses. I don't think it would make sense.
Absolutely not.
If you want to know about Pluto in your house, you could also buy a chart reading.
Yeah, because in chart readings we do touch on the generational planets.
Yeah.
But normally, because it's like it takes so long for the outer planets to move that like we don't even know if there are people with like Saturn and Leo alive or Pluto and Leo alive right now. Like, well, there is, but is there?
I don't know.
I think my dad has Pluto in Virgo.
Huh. Yeah, I think that's right.
But I wonder if like Pluto in Aries or like Scorpio, or obviously Scorpio. I mean, no. Sorry, what am I thinking? I can't
Aquarius,
talk.
like
something.
Pisces.
Yeah, I don't know. Ever do skits on the Mars signs? No, we weren't doing skits at that time.
that would get pretty, because it's so sexual.
Yeah, it's so sexual and it's so violent. I think I'd want to do a Mars skit. Yeah, and we're just waiting.
I'm gonna email her telling her that we're live.
Unless she's in. No, she's not in You Now. People on You Now, if you have a YouTube, which, I mean, how else would you find us?
Yeah.
On YouTube. We usually...
we are #1 on #Astrology.
We do usually read the YouTube comments, but we don't really check You Now. Astrology and mythology, I think that Hannah's Elsewhere
did that.
has a whole series on that. I don't know much about mythology, so I would not be the person to talk to. But I have seen some of Hannah Elsewhere's videos on them.
Yeah, we'd recommend.
10 out of 10 taught me a lot. Moon in the Houses, we actually kind of did Moon in the Houses.
Yeah, we did kind of.
We did.
It was our first series.
Yeah.
We did, like, Moon in the sign and then Moon in the corresponding house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for some reason, it just felt like my necklace broke. Marina. Kind of.
I just met a girl named Marina. Ahora tu nombre. Nunca será.
We're delusional at this point.
I did, for Day of the Languages, my Spanish class did West Side Story in Spanish. Very condensed, like, on your feet play report style.
I'm a fan. I'm still a fan. I'm just drinking. Watch two girls drink something for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Marina! Well, I shared my whole day yesterday in the last Drag Me, so you can share.
You know what? Yesterday, I've never been taken care of more than I was yesterday.
Aww.
It was very, like, financially.
Your parents are in town?
No, my parents aren't in town. By friends, I mean. I've never been taken care of by, like, friends. It was so interesting. No, I don't mean in that way. I mean, like, it was just very, financially, because, like, second house Leo kind of situation. Because I saw my friend, Sarah, that she's my best friend, and I've known her since I was 5. Well, I mean, I say a bunch of people are my best friends, Venus and Sagittarius.
She's here! Sorry.
Oh, okay. And she paid for my lunch, which was so nice. I was so shook. I still can't get over that. Anyways, that shook me up. And then I was paid for later on that night. Somebody paid for Ubers, drinks. It was so fucking nice, right?
That whole second house situation.
Financially being taken care of. I'm not complaining at all. And my parents are about to come into town, and then they will be treating me to a dinner at one point. So, what a party it is for Shaina right now. I don't know.
But enough about Shaina.
Enough about Shaina. Shut the fuck up. So we are about to start your drag.
Well, don't shut the fuck up, because then
about
I have
myself.
to do this
About
me all by myself.
Okay, so what do you want to start with? We've been dragging Libra Sun quite a bit, and it's in the 7th house, so
Let's start there.
What a Libra. Who are you?
Libra?
Do you know? But you don't.
Not at least without someone else kind of telling you who you are.
Showing you
Not really telling you, but being there so that you can copy who they are.
Yeah.
And be that person.
Mm-hmm. You just really look for your ego through relationships.
Yeah.
Especially with the Venus and Leo. Like, you really just kind of can morph into the other person that you're with, and probably want to fix them, and probably want to be told how wonderful you are 24/7.
Yeah, but you're really struggling because most people think that you are this someone that you're not.
You're this, like, aggressive, assertive,
you're an Aries rising
leader, blah, 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 blah.
And people assume that you're also less mature than you are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're also, like, your moon is in conjunct, I think, your rising, and then your sun is opposite your rising. So it's like, where did your rising even come from?
Yeah, it's
like, how did it get there?
It really doesn't make much sense. Well, I mean, you do have quite a bit of fire in you. I will say that you've got
Leo and
Venus, Mars, fire sign, rising, fire, but just being back to Libra in the 7th, like, you will get so consumed by whoever you're around, and you just lose yourself, and you don't have opinions unless, like, I think what you could do is, like, if you're around someone a lot, like, let's say a best friend or a partner of some sort, and then, like, they are, like, this is how I feel, these are my opinions, this is who I am, this is what I am.
This is how I feel,
you're like, this is how I feel. Opinions. So then you go around and you tell everyone, this is how I feel, Aries rising, this is my opinions, and it's da-da-da-da. And then, like, you're with someone else, and then because you have a Virgo moon, which is mutable, and then you have all this other energy, which is just kind of, like, going in whichever direction is most, like, So if, like, it's the most, like, direction to go and is to change your mind about something, then you'll change your mind and then be assertive about that opinion. Be like, fuck anybody else who thought differently. And maybe your friends are like, didn't you think differently? But also with Sun opposite Ascendant, you probably feel like you... Oh, wait, maybe...
You're, like, #misunderstood.
Well, yeah. But also you maybe feel like when you do feel like you're changed, or when you do feel like you have an identity, you can't, like, show anyone what it is, because it's, like, wrong, but this is a drag me, and so I'm trying to get into that.
Right. Let's talk about your family, right? Your family is important to you because you've got that Cancer 4th house, but you don't have the best moon and you don't have the best Saturn.
Were you the forgotten child?
Could
Like,
be.
do you have a few siblings maybe, or parents work a lot or something, and you weren't, like, neglected? Because your moon is still in Virgo.
Yeah.
But
no, I think that you were just, like, maybe you're the oldest of a bunch of kids and you were just made to be, like, really responsible because you've got Saturn retrograde and then
yeah,
your
you
moon
had
is
to be
in
the mom
Virgo.
yourself.
Your moon is in Virgo, which is so, like, just be responsible, just take care of yourself, just clean the house and make sure that you're perfect and make sure that, and no, for that, you gotta stay, like, organized and on track so I can deal with my other
and
kids'
your
emotions.
moon's trining your Saturn. Yeah, probably your parents or your mom did not have time to care about you.
Yeah, especially because your
yourself.
moon is intercepted.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
top of
Exactly. You're the middle child. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe a little bit of middle child syndrome. Oh my god, 7th house suns are such, like, middle child. I mean, I'm not a middle child, but I find them in middle children a lot because they just kind of have to be who they're around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a coping
mechanism. And Libra
mechanism.
energy. My dad's the middle of 7, and he's such a Libra.
Yeah, yeah. You probably had to, like, grow up real quick, or, like, take care of yourself real quick.
And no one really took care of you. You just kind of had to, like, find your own way.
Well, maybe
and be your own responsibility.
You do have Cancer in the 4th.
Yeah, so, like, your family is important as a unit.
Yeah.
And you understand that things are important as a unit, being a Libra and being a 7th house person. But individuality is, like, how did you get your Aries rising? That's so about individuality. Maybe because you compensate for it, but you, like, in your family, you're not an individual.
Maybe it was that, like, you were the middle child and you either had to, like, really assert yourself to get attention. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't just get it. You were like, I am. Don't forget I'm here. Whereas, like, some people that are middle child might get something like a Cancer rising, or be like, oh, I'm just supposed to hide. But you were like, no, I'm not gonna hide. I have to assert myself to be like, here I am. Or maybe your parents were like, Marina, you're going to have to be the leader of this family, of these people. You're going to be the leader of yourself, even, maybe. Like, you have to take care of your own shit kind of situation. Especially with Saturn in the 1st house, you just will always be insecure, though. Like, you just have a lot of issues with your rising, and adding Saturn in there just makes you super insecure about, like, who you know.
Yeah, because you're never really...
Yeah. And having it retrograde again is, like, self-discipline. And then you have Jupiter in the 1st house. You have this bigger, kind of aggressive, assertive, here I am personality. And you probably... Yeah, I just feel like you really are overcompensating with your rising. It's not, like, a natural thing that you can kind of...
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I've always had to prove myself a lot of the time growing up. Right. You weren't just... You probably are somebody who feels like you have to earn love. Like, you probably are like, love should not just be given to me. I have to put work in to get it, and I have to tell people, you have to love me.
Yeah, and that's why you put on this big personality with Jupiter. Like, your personality suddenly... Because there's personality and then there's character. Your sun is kind of like your character, and your sun is in its fall. So it's struggling. It's like, what is my character? I rely on... It's also in the 7th house, so it's like, what is my character? I'm also relying on other people to show me who my character is, who my identity am. Wow, Nina. But your rising is all about your personality. So you're like, if I don't have character, I will overcompensate with personality. Jupiter in the 1st house, it's all about my personality. It's all about, like, when you're on America's Next Top Model and Tyra's like, okay, what's your brand? Are you the quirky one? Are you the nerdy one? Are you the bitchy
You're
one?
like, I'm the loud mouth that's gonna come here and speak my mind.
Put on the personality. You need to prove yourself. You need to be responsible. You need to work hard. Yeah, you, like, really need to work hard. And you get really, really nervous and neurotic and anxious if you're not working hard. Yeah, you can, like, shit yourself if, like, things go wrong, because you need things to be perfect, because your moon is in Virgo in the 6th house.
I've realized with Virgo moons is it's a very insecure moon position. Like, you just are never going to be happy with who you are, because Virgo's never quite satisfied. Virgo wants perfection, and you want nothing but to be perfect, and you want the world to be balanced, this perfectly organized world, and it will never happen.
But nobody sees that in you. You hide that because your moon is in conjunct your ascendant.
Right.
So instead of showing off
Your
like, hey, everybody, I'm insecure.
Oh,
Especially because your peacock feathers.
You
your
bury
Venus,
that shit.
Your Venus is in Leo, so it's like the very, like your Venus could almost be in Virgo, but it decided to be in Leo. So your peacock feathers are like, I'm the best, and not, I'm insecure. So you're hiding like all this insecurity and overcompensating with like all of this personality that you have.
Yeah, you probably are really quick to defend yourself too with Mars and Sagittarius, or defend whatever it is. You need to bring everything to justice. And so I think that you really put on these like fiery energies with your Aries rising, your Venus and Leo, your Mars and Sagittarius, to be like, I'm confident, I'm here, and you're constantly just like burying your moon, and you don't want anyone to see it. Let me look at the aspects. Like, it's squaring your Pluto, so yeah, you've got some, and it's trine your Saturn, so you've got some emotional issues.
And it's square your Lilith, and I believe that you said that you are asexual. Hold on. Let me look. I believe that's what you said. And squaring your Lilith just means that you have an unhealthy, you have an unhealthy relationship with your sexuality, with like not identifying with it. You're like feminine, all of that.
Yeah, you just don't identify with that like deep sexual power within you. So that's probably why you're asexual, because you're just like, I don't get it. I don't have that, like, it doesn't work out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and it's in the 8th house, too, so there's probably some harm to it. Anyways.
Yeah, there's
and you have Pluto in the 8th house, and it's conjunct your Pluto. You probably are naturally come across very sexual. I think rising's doing this, too. And Libra, you know, they like to look good. So you probably are naturally, like, you almost, like, ooze some sort of sexuality or, like, forbidden sexuality.
Yeah, but you are not comfortable with it.
No.
People are, like, you feel like people are projecting it on you because, again, your sun is opposite your rising, so you don't really get like what people see, or
you don't understand how people perceive you.
Even if you get it, you might get it because you might be like pushing it.
Yeah.
But you're not happy about it. You may be like subconsciously pushing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You probably have a lot of issues with like the fact that you're like, people always put this on me, and I'm not this, this, and this. I'm this, this, and that.
But then you also want to hide like this, that, and the other.
Yeah, you want to hide. You don't want anyone to see your Virgo moon at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I would be scared to like talk to you because of your Mercury and Scorpio. Because like people have to like walk on eggshells talking to you.
You know what? You're probably so good at like meeting new people and being really friendly with them off the bat, and then your Mercury and Scorpio swoops in and gets to know their like deep depths of their darkness of their soul, and you're like,
you can nitpick at all of their imperfections.
Because your Mercury's also in the 7th house. You're really good on one conversation. So you're probably able to like really get in there and like find out people, and you're like,
and like understand them to their core.
Yeah, and then like use that against them later, maybe.
Yeah, totally.
Especially as an Aries rising, if they do something at all. Like, I did a quick chart reading for somebody with an Aries rising, Mars and Sagittarius, and they were like I'm the person that bullies. Like, and you're probably somebody who's like, you use that as ammo when somebody tries to strike anyone else. Because I don't think you're somebody who, with a Mars and Sagittarius 9th house, that would be like crazy defensive about yourself, especially as a Libra. But you would be crazy defensive towards other people, towards what you think is right, towards your opinions, towards this, and that. And I feel like once those things happen, like, the gloves come off and you're like, anything goes. I can use any kind of material. I can go as deep as I want. I can say whatever I want because you did this wrong. So I am going to use this secret that was told in confidence and just pinch you, and not pinch you was the word. Sting you with it. Yeah.
And you totally like, you also psychoanalyze yourself. Psychoanalyze the people around you. That's why you're really attracted to astrology. And Western astrology, especially, because it's all about psychology. So you're just constantly psychoanalyzing yourself and then nitpicking at yourself pushing yourself to be better, honestly, like, even beyond reason. Like, you don't allow yourself any room for any kind of human slip-up at all. You, like, I don't know, get mad at yourself if you, like, pee too much. You get mad at yourself if you don't pee enough, because then you're not drinking enough water. You just, like, hold yourself
that was accident
to such a high standard that you don't even hold up other people to. Yeah. You're so much more understanding of other people.
As a Libra sun in the 7th house, you can kind of let things fly, maybe. Or Neptune in the 11th, Uranus in the 11th, you go through friends like no other.
Yeah,
like, I've been really into, this is really controversial, but I've been really into Jeffree Star recently, and I don't like Shane Dawson, but I don't dislike him, but he's just not my cup of tea. I'm nothing against the guy personally. But he's been doing this long series about Jeffree Star, and I've always loved him because Jeffree Star's a Capricorn moon. I've always felt the fuck out of that. Where was I going with this? I had a reason for this. Oh my god, I just lost my train of thought.
Sorry, we were talking about...
Fuck, what was I just talking about?
Jeffree Star's a Scorpio.
No, Oh! Uranus in the 11th. I've been trying to figure out his rising sign, and I think that he is, like, Uranus in the 11th, too, because he is notorious for going through friends. And, like, stirring up drama after the friends. And just everybody's like, you move through friends. Like, this is, like, it's the abyss of Jeffrey's old friends, of his blah, blah, blah. Like, that's, like, probably you. I don't know if you, like, necessarily, like, tear through them like that. But, I could see you just, like, coming in and out of your life, and you being very because you're probably disillusioned by them.
Yeah, and then they fuck you over.
Yes, they step over your Libra 7th house.
Yes.
Just step all on it, and you don't really have access to your, like, emotional life, and so they step on that too, and you're already insecure, and then you're just, like, so, like, put them on a pedestal, and you just want this perfect, happy, balanced relationship because you're a Libra 7th house person, and that just...
And then your Venus kicks in, and you're like, hold on, I'm a queen!
Yes!
How dare you treat me like this? And then that's also prone to drama, because as we talked about in our Venus and Leo video, you guys prone to drama.
All fire signs are, and you got this fire sign concoction going on that you and Libra's like gossiping.
Oh, yeah.
And Virgo's like nitpicking.
Ooh, because I would say, like, some...
You're scary. Oh my god, don't... Jeez, you could come for me just based off of, like, 5 minutes of you watching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you, like, psychoanalyze
You're scary.
people, and then...
I'd love to hear what you have to say about people, honestly. And you only speak the truth.
Yeah, and then people, like, out you, maybe, and then that goes into your whole, like,
Mercury and Scorpio, you can talk the truth about everyone else, but they can't talk the truth.
Oh, yeah, no.
You would go and spill, like, did you know that this person slept with this person? And be like, fuck it, it's fair game. And then somebody does that to you, and you're like, how could they? I'm so embarrassed.
Except that you are Venus in the Earth, so you're like, oh, yeah, you're asexual, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Sorry. I was seeing if she had said any comments. Any comments, yeah. And again, like, if you ever want us to focus on something specifically, we're just going by the seat of our pants, so we're always open if you want to concentrate on one thing. Venus in the 6th house. Now, you probably want to fix your friends a lot, or you probably want...
project your own insecurities onto them.
Yeah. Or just, like, you just kind of... both... Venus in the 6th house can really, like... I don't know if this might be my Mercury. I might be reading that wrong. But I could see you just being very specific about how your home has to be.
Absolutely.
And, like, very much, like, if anybody comes in and, like, touches something, when they leave, you go back and you fix it. You know what I mean? Especially with that, like, Virgo moon. And is that her? No. Yeah, it just... I don't know. Okay, so you have a 12th house that's, like, really, really missing out. Like, you're fucking, what is Pisces? Because you have no fucking idea. Yeah. You're such a Virgo, you live in such these, like, small, minute details.
But you also
well, even
have
intercepted
Virgo.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you're just so much... You just have such an issue connecting to the spiritual realm, and so maybe astrology is, like, the first time that you've ever been like, oh, maybe...
Yeah, because you're all about psychology.
Yes.
But spirituality, it's like you may be one of these people who like doesn't like believe or like in astrology, but you're like, this is interesting because it tells me about myself.
Yeah.
And that's what you're looking for with all that 7th house.
Absolutely. You like astrology because it tells you about yourself. Yeah. And that's probably why you bought this Drag Me, because you want, like, Virgo moon, you like nitpicking. And you want somebody to nitpick you and drag you and tell you all that's wrong with you, because you're just constantly swirling in your head everything that's wrong with me, and you want to know what is a valid thing and what is not a valid thing to be wrong and all that stuff. But you just have so much trouble, like, your creativity was really stunted when you were growing up. You're really not allowed to live anywhere other than this reality that we're touching right now. You probably didn't have any kind of like religion or spirituality growing up, but there's honestly nothing wrong with that most of the time. I think that's kind of a better thing, because then when you get older, you can kind of choose your own. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a bias beforehand.
Especially because your interceptions have to do with your development and not necessarily your whole life. You know? Yeah. You can grow out of them. You're 99. You're not 99 years old, but you were born in 1999.
19? Are you about to turn 19? Because it's October. Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What?
I don't know, just time, man. People who were born in 99 are turning 19 this year. Anyway.
That is how that... Oh, yes, which is actually how I got into astrology and tarot.
Oh, nice. Also, cool. Marina's getting a free tarot card reading in this because we done fucked up, so we're giving her a free tarot.
Are we doing it right now in this?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Just at the end of this, we'll do it.
Okay. I'm going to
do
tarot, though. I do it for myself, but I'm not in a state to do it for someone
else. But actually, your parents were very religious. Well, your parents didn't pay attention to you, so you got
Did they impart that onto you, though?
Yeah. So it wasn't a part of something that they instilled in you, or maybe, I don't know.
You just never connected to it.
Yeah, could be. Like, I was raised Catholic, but I was like, I don't get this. But I have double Pisces, so but that came in other forms anyway.
Let me think. Yeah, your North Node is in Leo, so I actually can drag this. It's telling you need to be your own self, and it's telling you need to own yourself and be confident, because right now you're just trying to find yourself through your friends, right? Yeah. Right now, all you know is how to be a part of a collective, how to be a part of a group, how to be the blonde amongst the blondes, right?
And how to not shine.
How to not shine.
How to keep everything equal. Maybe you were a socialist in a past life. Maybe you're social.
Yeah. And so now it's like, no, you can't rely on other people. You gotta do your own shit. You gotta be your own creativity. That kind of stuff. I don't know if there's anything else that you would like us to touch on.
Your houses all really line up, you know, except for your interception.
Yeah, like Mars and Sagittarius in the 9th house is like the hardest Mars for me to drag. Yeah. Not because I think it's perfect by any means, but just because
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's you fight for your justice, girl.
It's fire in Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Is that in a planet that likes fire, and you know.
Yeah. Mercury aspects.
Do we want to go deeper into like the intercepted moon?
Well, we touched on that, but yeah, and a lot of times. Well, how would you go deeper on it?
I mean, I actually can't go deeper having it this be a drag. Just
that's what I was thinking.
You never connected with your mom. Yeah. You're the middle child. Boo. I'm curious. You're the middle child of how many? 3?
Yeah. How many siblings
3?
do you
7?
have? Your 3rd house is in Gemini, so you have maybe a rapid changing, maybe step siblings or something.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
Or just like constantly. It's playful. Like you had all your friends in your neighborhood and in your siblinghood.
Yeah,
that's nice. Mercury in the 7th house.
Yeah, I don't know. Please, if
you
3. Haven't. Oh, you're 3. If we haven't touched on something that you would like us to,
If not, we can go straight into tarot if you would like.
Yeah.
Let us know.
If you want to maybe start shuffling.
Yeah.
I'll try
you can stall.
I'll talk about your chart some more. Okay, so actually, not only do you have a Pisces interception, you have Neptune intercepted, so you just probably not very creative. And creativity is probably really fucking hard for you because your North Node is in the 5th house. So, like, creating things is something that you're not used to, like, by yourself. And, do you want to do it over there so you have a place to...
Okay, sure.
Unless you can do it here.
No, I'll do it over.
I could follow you. Do you want me to come over to you now?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll just do it in my own, and then I can, like, zen out here.
I want to travel, but I am currently not able. Ah, that makes sense. So, like, Mars in the 9th house could make it so that you want to travel, and you have such a want to. Mars in Sagittarius, like, loves to expand, right? See the world, not stay within little confines. But
After she has a question for the test.
oh, yeah. But wherever Mars is, it always kind of stirs up some trouble. So you want to travel, but you're, like, constantly finding issues with it. Do you have a question that you would like to ask for your tarot reading? Please let us know. If not, we'll just do, like, a general... What the cards want to tell you. Yes, I always find myself needing to bounce ideas off of people before anything. That's such a Libra. Intercepted moon is 7th house. Jeez, like,
especially Mercury in the 7th house.
Yeah, you need to probably, like, say them out loud to see if they're good or not.
But you're also, like, insecure about them, so you don't put them out there.
Yeah.
All the time you're, like, scared to bounce your ideas off of people for fear of, like, that they'll be, like, stupid or wrong or people won't like them.
Or they'll find out the true self, your true self.
Yeah, but what you actually need is to your ideas off of other people. And, like, that happens with, like, some ideas, like, should I wear this skirt or should I wear the skinny jeans? But when it comes to, like, should I don't know, like, write this screenplay or should I
move to here?
It's like, oh no, if I expose myself in that vulnerability, oh no, that's not good. They'll know my true self and I'll be revealed as stupid.
Yeah. And you also have an extra Cancer Capricorn, so really work was instilled in you. Your midheaven is in Capricorn, Saturn in the 1st, you have a Virgo moon. You were really always, like, that you have to know how to work, you know, to put your hard work first and put your foot down. This is not a drag at all. Sorry, that wasn't. I think that your double signs actually help you out a lot. For you, you definitely need that double Cancer and that double Capricorn, because without it, you just need more of a connection to your emotions, because you're missing Pisces, and you're missing Virgo, so you don't really know how to be organized, but at least you know how to kind of get things done for the most part, because you got midheaven and Capricorn, but, like, you're probably really frantic when you're trying to get things done, because you have a mutable Mars, so it's probably all over the place. You probably do something unless you feel there's a pure reason behind it and it's, like, fully justified. These are the funniest videos that we've ever done, these two today. I don't think I've ever been alone on screen. And yeah, you two look very young. How old are y'all? 12. We're about to turn 13, so we're super excited to be teenagers.
Actually, we're 12 and a half. It was recently my half birthday.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so I have the 3 cards that the tarot wanted to give to you. So the first one, if you don't know anything about the tarot, well, you said that you didn't you?
Yeah.
So
wait, hold on. Okay.
This will be, like, your past or the context for how you're feeling right now. And that is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles really shows a time of your life where, if you're curious, I use the Line Strider deck, but it shows a point in your life that you feel very satisfied with your financial status. You feel very comfortable with, you know, like, how your life is panning out. If you see the picture, it's already a pretty old couple, and they're looking out on their estate, and they're with their dogs.
It's a very secure,
it's just
earthy card.
Yeah, it's a feeling of happiness, and happiness associated with security, stability, and financial security. So that's your power, like, coming from a place. What are you?
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but this guy was like, I could not be in this room with them. They never showed up. We're not supposed to. We're doing a reading. Why would we be quiet on here? The goal is to not be. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Right, so this is kind of,
I'm sorry. They're probably 18, 19. We're 15 and 16, guys. I'm sorry.
I feel so honored. They thought we were so old.
I know. I just got my driver's license, y'all.
I haven't.
No, this is a Nina drag. Well, you are 15. You can't yet.
Yeah, I can't. In 9 months, I can't. Anyway.
Continue. I'm gonna get more water.
Right, so you're at this, okay, so this is your past, or in context of how you're feeling, right? So you are 18, 19. So this is really showing you've been, I assume, living with your family up until now, and only now starting to think of venturing out onto your own or going to college or anything like that. It's also like back to school season and all of that. So this is really, I think this is, speaking to your Cancer 4th house, of really feeling this comfort and stability, especially in a financial sense, that maybe you've taken for granted up until now, and that you're really realizing the benefits and the gratitude that you have for having lived your life with such security and stability. Then in the present, you have the Magician. So this is actually a card that I'd like to look at the book for, just to like make sure, because I'm not a professional tarot card reader, but I've been reading for like 6 months. But the Magician really speaks a lot to. Yeah. That's okay. So this is a lot about like beginnings, and the words that it says here is concentration, focus, goal attainment, learn and study, communication, transformation, and it is also like associated with a certain sense of spirituality because it is the Magician. So
is this the one that's normally associated with like the masculine energy, and the Empress is the female? Yes.
The High Priestess, you mean? Well, that's
or
like
the High Priestess.
The Hierophant. The Hierophant is the masculine of the High Priestess.
No. Never mind. I don't know. Okay.
Anyway. So this can indicate like a period of your life where things are kind of falling into place more, and you're finding your own individual, like your own path, and it's a lot about creation and study. So again, like back to school season, like I'm only assuming that because of your age that you have been in like a very family oriented time of your life, and that now is more about your individuality and cultivating your learning and studies and your creativity. So that's what I'm assuming. But here's your future. It's the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords has a lot to do with winning at the cost of what? And I think this actually speaks a lot to like your Saturn energy, It's striving for perfection and competing and like, because this knight, he's taken his swords from all of his other opponents, but he still feels defeated. So he's won in one sense, but at the cost of what? Is he really satisfied with what he won? Are you leaving?
No, I'm putting more.
Okay. So I think that this could be like you coming to understand your Saturn in a way of like you are striving so hard for perfection, and you are beating yourself up so much, and you can achieve, but at the end of the day, like for what? Are you really happy? At the cost of what? What are you sacrificing to go after, achieving perfection? So I think that's your little tarot reading there that we just threw in because we were so shitty with scheduling your drag me.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We've never had so many issues with the chart reading. Also, that wasn't champagne water. But yes, this is the end.
Of your reading?
Yeah. So you can purchase them at Drag Me down below. That's where we sell them.
We also sell other readings
that are a lot differently
structured
than the
where we act a little more our age, so a little more 17, a little less 12.
Mm-hmm.
Going on 17.
Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and Marina, hopefully you enjoyed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen. Okay, and bye.
Well, now bye for real.